Please take the time to visit podsurvey.com/peasants to complete a short 21-question survey. Participants in the survey will be entered into a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. The survey can be taken multiple times, so feel free to visit back each month for your chance to enter the drawing. Please help to support the show by using our Amazon links located in the description anytime you purchase anything from Amazon. It's a great way to support the show while just going about your normal business shopping on Amazon.com. Also, check out our storefront for Drunken Peasants recommended merchandise. Patreon pledges of $5 or more will now receive 2 private shows each month. In addition to the private shows, Patreon pledges of $10 or more will receive the Drunken Peasants post show after each episode of the Drunken Peasants, Ben and Billy's monthly shitty movie review, and regular behind-the-scenes vlogs with Ben and Billy. Sign up anytime to catch the future shows as well as past content. If you want to catch the post shows but you're not a patron, click the join link below this video to become a member of the Drunken Peasants channel. In addition to each post show, you'll also get special badges and emojis that you can use in the Drunken Peasants live chat. Streamlabs will be open for the duration of each episode. Click the link below to send us a message. Donations $20 and above will be read out through text-to-speech and will require our immediate attention. All donations below $20 will be read at the end of each segment. Keep an eye out for our weekly Streamlabs goal, which if we meet, we will do an extra show the following week. If you find any content you'd like to see us cover on the show, send it to drunkenpeasantsinbox at gmail.com. All submissions will be reviewed for possible usage in a future episode. Click the Discord link in our description to join the Drunken Peasants Discord. Interact with other Drunken Peasants fans in text and voice chat, as well as the peasants themselves. Visit the Google Play Store and download the Drunken Peasants app to catch the audio version of the show while you're on the road. In addition to the app, the audio-only version of the show is also available through iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, SoundCloud, and other audio platforms. That's all we have for now. Enjoy the show.
What's got you so mad today?
Me?
Yeah.
Because everybody wants to run. Everybody wants to run. That's good. Strut that ass, 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 strut that ass. When you start walking, my friend, and you get 10 and 15 miles on the highway, when you start walking, my friend, you'll be half dead. It's a chauvinistic big attitude. It's a chauvinistic big attitude. It's a chauvinistic big attitude that you're gonna do something because you work at Arsenal and you got a fucking Mercedes-Benz and you ain't gotta walk every day, so you gonna get out. Strut that ass, 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 strut that ass. Why don't you just walk? Why don't you just walk? Oh shit, now you know. Oh shit, now you know. Why don't you just walk? Why don't you just walk? Oh shit, now you know. Oh shit, now you know. Strut that ass, 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 strut that ass.
Underground has the best video clips in town. TV Underground has the best video clips around. TV Underground has the best video clips in town. TV Underground has the best video clips around. DP Underground has the best video clips and sound. DP Underground has the best video clips around. DP Underground has the best video clips and sound. DP Underground has the best video clips around. DP Underground has the best video clips and sound. DP Underground has the best video clips around.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the DP Underground channel. I'm doing another solo stream. I'm doing two streams today. I'm doing a stream on this channel, and then later on I'm doing a stream on the BENPAI channel. The Altered Perspective, it's going to be myself and Pimunk. And who else do we have on? I don't even know who else do we have on. Oh, yeah, we have the Insomnus guys. Those guys, they're coming on. So we're doing that later tonight, 6:30 p.m. my time. But I'm doing this early stream now. Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot. Oh, sorry. Greetings, citizens of the multiverse and beyond. This is your friend forever, Megyn Kelly, with an important video. Yeah, this is my Halloween costume. I'm Megyn Kelly. 111 in the chat. Benvin is not an imposter. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm legit. I'm legit. And I have an important video. And I got some videos to play. Important videos. When I become king, robots will do all the work for everyone. And then we can do whatever we want to do with our time. We don't need money. I'm not Evan, I'm Benvin. I'm Megyn Kelly. Megyn Kelly uses a breathing tube. A special medicated breathing tube. Oh, and by the way, there's going to be, at the end of this week, there's going to be an extra DP show because the bonus show was earned. So today is the beginning of a new week and we have a new goal. So this is our weekly goal. And if we meet it this week, then we'll do another one next week. But there's already one coming this week. A public bonus show. Dusty the Cockatiel. Hold on, I have to fart. Hold on, I have to fart. It sounded like he shit his pants. And that's the first $5 towards our goal. Whoa. Ooh. Shit. Anyway. Here's a news story. Was Megyn Kelly always doomed at CNN? The question was, were they going to get rid of her anyway? Because they didn't like her anyway.
It's official now. Megyn Kelly's morning program at NBC has been canceled. She seems to be en route to exiting from NBC News altogether. The former Fox News star had been struggling in the ratings, but her fate was sealed when she made a racial comment during a panel discussion on Tuesday. The pushback from even colleagues at NBC was swift and it seems decisive. But
I watched an episode of Megyn Kelly the other day, and it was her interviewing Gary Busey, who's fucking crazy. And it was one of the weirdest, most uncomfortable interviews I've ever seen.
Did she ever have a chance in trying to change her on-air persona in today's stratified media climate? Joining me now, Entertainment Tonight host Nichelle Turner. Nichelle, this will be remembered as her being given her walking papers as a result of a racially insensitive comment. Was it that simple?
You know what? I don't think so, and that's a good question. I love the question that you laid.
You should play the video my human sent you. I'll take a look at it. I'll take a look. I'm a little afraid now. Oh, thank you, Frack Skull. Oh, I got compliments from Frack Skull. Thank you. Yeah, lots of streams going on.
Into it. Did she ever have a shot? Because if you remember when the big announcement came that Megyn Kelly was coming over to NBC from Fox, there was immediate and widespread skepticism because what we knew of her at Fox was that she was sort of the prosecutorial interviewer. She went toe-to-toe, point for point. She was very strong and tough in her approach. So to get this announcement and know now she's going to be a morning show host, and she should be very sweet and lovable and likable and girl next door, because that's what we love in our morning show hosts.
I did think she was out of place. I thought it was strange being on the Today Show. You know, she used to be on the O'Reilly Factor all the time. And, you know, she did the whole, like, Santa Claus is just white, kids. It's like, no, Santa Claus isn't real. So, I mean, you can have a version of Santa Claus that isn't white. Whatever. Santa Claus isn't a real person, so it doesn't matter. I mean, they did it with Nick Fury. Nick Fury was white forever, and then before you know it, Samuel L. Jackson's playing him. So that's just how it goes with fictional characters, I guess.
Right? That was already I don't know. So I think that she went in kind of behind the 8 ball a little bit. But then when all of these kind of snowball things started happening, whether it was the cast of Will and Grace, Deborah Messing saying...
Someone in the chat said, Ben, you're gay. And they spelled your, Y-O-U-R. Indicating that I have a gay, that I'm in ownership or possession of a gay. Is that what you're saying? Why am I in black and white? Because I'm your friend forever, Benvin LeFavor, with an important video.
Oh, God, I regret going on now that I know it's her, or her getting into it with Jane Fonda.
I almost put a rose border around my window, too.
And then the blackface comments. I just think that she had a struggle, you know, going into it. And people were looking at her with a really pointed eye because we also knew the payday she got, which, by the way, I don't begrudge anybody for getting their money. So I don't even really want to talk about money.
I agree with you on that. Hey, I can illustrate your point.
Okay.
Let me first show a clip of Megyn as she hosted in primetime at Fox, followed by Megyn as she introduced herself at NBC. Yeah. Roll them both.
If you want, I can loan my gay out to you. And then it'll be your gay, if you would like. Think about it. Think it over, sweetie.
With respect, let me stop you on your first point. With respect, you don't seem to know what you're talking about.
Because, well, I think I do, Megyn.
Well, I don't think you do, because I have read, because unlike you apparently...
All three of them should mud wrestle or something. I don't know.
Kirsten, I have read the testimony that was given.
Look how they're all dressed so nice, fresh out of the hair and makeup chair.
Before the U.S. Commission on Civil Rights. I'm also a little nervous. Bear with me, please. I am so grateful to all of you that you're here as part of our first audience. You in the studio and you at home as well.
Pink alert.
As you heard, we have the entire cast of Will and Grace here live, along with the show creators.
Nichelle, the demographics for those two programs dramatically different, right? It's an aging white male population that tunes in prime time at Fox. You've got to reach a lot of women mid-morning, many of them of color.
Yes, absolutely. And let me just say, I actually thought she did a really good job when she was at Fox. I thought she was strong. I've sat down with her and spent a little bit of time, interviewed her as well. I came away from that even liking her.
She can still get a job on Playboy News. Who the fuck watches Playboy? Does Playboy even have news? That goes to show you, like, I don't watch I don't look at Playboy News, so I don't know. Wow, look at this shit. I'm not even trying to have good pause game, but every time I pause this woman's making a face like this. What the fuck is this? Who makes this?
More as a person after interviewing her, but when I heard that she was going to mornings.
Oh.
I automatically said, I don't think this is going to work, because I didn't look at her as a personality that had a huge following. Like you said, women, and especially women of color who watch morning television, I didn't think she had that type of following that would translate over to NBC. So I already thought that was a huge gamble. And
yeah, Nichelle Turner, host for Entertainment Tonight. No wonder why I don't know who she is. Entertainment Tonight. What a fucking terrible TV show. You know, when Entertainment Tonight first started, it showed more behind the scenes stuff for the making of movies that were coming out and that sort of thing. But now it's all just entertainment gossip and bullshit. So, yeah. And
that NBC was going to take.
No wonder.
And you know, if you think about even some of the comments she made while she was at Fox saying, you know, Santa Claus and Jesus were white, that automatically had folks turned off. Then she was coming over. And
well, if Jesus was a real person, he would have been like olive white. He would have been like the darkest shade of what we would consider a white person, I guess.
Replacing two African-American journalists and hosts who hosted that show. You know, I think it was just bad choice after bad choice after mistake after mistake, and she certainly didn't help herself with the blackface comments.
What occurs to me is that the age of all of America watching one particular show are largely over. You know, I don't think since Seinfeld signed off did we all watch one particular show.
Exactly.
Time and again, friends will say to me today, "Hey, are you?"
I look at the camera when I'm doing Benvin LaFavor.
Watching such and such, and I've never even heard of it because there's so much out there, and we're all in our individual silos. Yeah. I have an important final question for you, though.
Sure.
We love a comeback story. Is she done?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
How do we know? How do you know? She might be done. Oh, okay. So you guys saw the synagogue shooting, and the guy was like, "I got to kill all these Jews." That's what the reports are coming out, and then I'm seeing people on the far right being like, "Man, it's a false flag. They're just trying to influence the elections." The same thing with the pipe bombing guy, too. Did you know that?
The suspect in today's mass shooting at the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh had an extensive anti-Semitic, anti-Jewish digital footprint. A source is also telling CNN that the alleged gunman made anti-Jewish comments during the rampage. So everyone's back with me to discuss this. Joining us is also Brian Stelter, our chief media correspondent. Brian, a lot of these anti-Semitic, this anti-Semitic vitriol that we're now digging up, and we're seeing more and more of it, was posted on a social media platform called Gab, which frankly until...
Yeah, Gab is a place where a lot of far right-wing people and like white nationalists and shit that got kicked off of Twitter went instead so that they could do their thing over there. And so now Gab is getting into some shit. They're getting banned from multiple platforms.
Today I had not heard of. But just tell us overall, what is Gab?
Yeah,
how do people use
a fringe website that's a version of Twitter. Think of it as a version of Twitter, but it's popular among alt-right members and other kind of folks that don't feel welcome on sites like Twitter or Facebook. Why don't they feel welcome? Because Twitter and Facebook, despite all their many, many flaws,
I missed a few of these, so I have to read them. This one says, is Nichelle Turner the black Chanel Fender? Chanel Fender. No, she is not. She's not the black Chanel Fender. That is not true. Evan isn't afraid to show the videos my human sends him on streams. Well, okay, I'll look it up. Oddly enough, I heard the synagogue shooter was anti-Trump and pro-Corbyn. I don't know. Probably, well, maybe.
Ben.
Enforce a lot.
Hey, Bruce Oakes. What's up? Yo, Bruce Oakes with the 20. Now we're 5% towards our goal already. First day of the week. Holy shit.
A lot of guidelines, a lot of rules of the road. Gab's claim to fame is you can put up pretty much whatever you
Gail went to Gab. Gail Cord Schuler's on Gab.
Want, no matter how racist.
That's probably where she's getting a lot of this George Soros shit. Like, she's spewing a lot of rhetoric that you'd hear on Gab, for sure.
Ugly, and it's going to stay up on the site. So this person, this individual, was using Gab to share his anti-Semitic views. And as our colleague Paul Murphy pointed out, he's been doing a lot of research into this suspect's social media platform. Anti-Semitism was a fuel. It was a kind of fueled other hate speech that this suspect was posting. So it wasn't just anti-Semitism, it was also hate.
Didn't Alex Jones like call this guy a pedo or something?
About immigrants, hate about other individuals, but at the core was this deep anti-Semitism that you see on his social media footprint.
And several of the messages that he was posting was against a Jewish refugee resettlement agency, and that was his point. Is that one of the points he was making is that this agency is bringing people in.
I went to Gab today and read like the top posts on Gab, like. And a lot of them were like about the guy mailing bombs, actually being a liberal and not being right wing, and then a lot about this guy. Some people are praising him, some people not. Some people are calling it a false flag.
Jews in, and he said, among many other things, that my people are being slaughtered.
Yeah, this wonderful group, HIAS, it says, we welcome strangers, we help refugees. They've been making a big effort about this in the past few days.
For
you
decades.
think about the timing, but yes, for decades they've been doing it. The past few days, a big effort to help refugees, given this migrant caravan story.
Right.
And some of the rhetoric you see on this suspect's social media profile, talking about invaders, talking about illegals, this is also what you hear on the far right, on talk radio. You hear about an alleged invasion that obviously is not really happening, but that's the rhetoric on the far right. Some of these issues is with this suspect and with the bomb suspect.
Jason Alexander does news now. It does. He looks like a younger Jason Alexander. Yeah. If they did a Seinfeld with new actors, which they would never do, and that's a good idea, they could pick this guy for looks alone. He probably can't act like George Costanza. But yeah.
In Florida, it's about our poisoned information environment, where people who are prone to radicalization, people who are vulnerable and are reading all of this nonsense and hate speech online, they become radicalized by what they read, by what they hear, and then they do crazy things.
Josh, we've just gotten in a statement from the Attorney General Jeff Sessions. He says that the Department of Justice will file hate crimes and other criminal charges against the defendant, including charges that could lead.
He's getting the death penalty. He killed 11 people in a confirmed hate crime, and usually what you say during a crime determines whether or not it was a hate crime. And this guy was saying hateful shit while murdering these people. And this is according to what the police say. And that's why, and he killed 11 people in a hate crime. So there you go. He's probably going to get the death penalty, more than likely.
To the death penalty. This is something that we were expecting as soon as today. Your reaction to the Sessions statement?
Well, it appears as though the Department of Justice is bringing the full weight of federal law to this case. We understand that it quickly went federal with the...
So I'm going to ask the chat now, what do you think he should get? Because some people don't believe in the death penalty. Some people might say he should get a medal. Depending on who's in the chat right now. I would say probably life in prison. I don't really like the death penalty, so I'd say give him life. See, someone said make him president. Yeah. Put him to work in a soda stream factory. What? A soda stream factory? Is that, you mean the thing that makes those little, you mean like the soda stuff that you make at home? Ben, can you play the Jason? I missed that. Hold on. Ben, can you play the Jason Alexander McDonald's ad? I don't know. Can I? Can I play that? Let me see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll play this shit. Hold on.
Hey, you say you're getting tired of lettuce and tomato hamburgers in this town that don't quite make it? Yeah! You say that just once you'd like your hamburger hot and your lettuce and tomato cool and crisp all at the same time? Yeah! Well, I say you got it. I'm talking McDonald's new lettuce and tomato hamburger, the McDLT. I'm talking
the McDLT. Wow. I really don't remember this. This is like the early 80s. Yeah, we don't want warm lettuce and tomato. The burger should be warm. The condiments can be warm, but the veggies should not be.
quarter pound of beef on the hot side.
And the hot stays hot.
The new McDLT.
Hot.
Crisp lettuce and tomato on the cool side.
And the cool stays cool.
The new McDLT.
Cool crisp.
The beef stays hot.
I like how that's their selling point. Yeah, it won't be warm. Yeah, because they won't let it sit under a heat lamp with the lettuce and tomato on it. They'll put that on before. Finally, a good stream time. Yeah, I'm trying to stream at different times. Thanks for setting that too. I need to change that one because Endless Jess has not been on in forever. We need the DLT back.
The cool stays crisp. Put it together, you can't resist. The hottest taste, the coolest dish.
Oh, does it come separate? Oh, that's what they do. Bring the McDick LT back. Okay, I'll get a hold of them and ask. So that's what they do?
Hot, keep it cool. McDLT, hot, keep it McD, cool.
So it comes in 2 containers and the cold stuff is separated and then you put it together yourself. That is genius. That is actually very smart. What do I think of the Proud Boys? I don't know, honestly. Is that Gavin McInnes is part of that? All I know is that I probably don't agree with anything that they say, but I honestly I haven't watched anything that they've said or anything like that.
LT, McD, LT. It's a good time. Hot beefy McD.
For the great taste.
Cool crisp LT.
Of McDonald's. Could be the best tasting lettuce and tomato hamburger ever.
Oh, God. Okay, well, that's bullshit.
LT.
I don't know what this is. Someone worked their ad in there. Good job, guys. Man, bring that shit back. Because I'm pretty sure, usually when if I go to McDonald's, most of their shit doesn't have lettuce and tomato on it. Like their normal cheeseburger and double cheeseburger, Or even like the Big Mac. The Big Mac doesn't have special sauce, lettuce, cheese. It has lettuce and onions. Yeah, bring back the McDLT. Holy shit. God, save the McDLT. Save the McDLT. Damn it, man. God damn it, pal. Huh? Ben, will you be doing streams anymore where you just have a stroll outside like you did in the old BENPAI days? I really enjoyed those. You know, I could. I didn't get a lot of viewers on them, and I didn't really get a lot of Streamlabs doing them, but maybe I'll try it out again and see if it's different. Yeah, Jason Alexander doing a McDonald's commercial. It's pretty crazy. That was definitely before Seinfeld. So... Oh, yeah, everybody. Tonight, I'm doing a stream with Pim Monk over on the BENPAI channel. If you're not subscribed, feel free to go over there and subscribe as well. And we're doing the altered perspective over there. Instead of a solo stream, it's going to be like a big panel. There's going to be at least 3 of us, maybe 4. Watch some other shit, other videos that we acquire. And send us videos. Like, anytime you see a video that you think is funny or ridiculous or topical, we need the McDMT. Wow. Don't eat that one at the drive-thru window. They've been taking the DLT. They've been doing this stuff. That's how they control the world. They're taking the DLT. All right.
Folks, I believe I may have just stumbled upon an economic coup about to take place. I believe I have.
Okay.
This is no joke. This is not.
Hey, why aren't you wearing your protective crushed red velvet cape?
Not a game. This is real. This is real shit. I believe that that this is serious.
Okay.
That this is big. But ain't nobody saying anything. So I'm going to say something.
Okay, say
I'm
it.
going to break this story wide open now. Admittedly, Drudge was one that retweeted this first. But even Drudge, I think, didn't quite get what's really being said. So I'm going to expose it.
You heard it here first, folks. Here it is. Von Helton breaking the news.
And then me and Drudge will share the victory in this, okay?
Drudge doesn't know who the fuck you are.
Yeah, this
I haven't heard anyone mention the Drudge Report in a while.
This is serious. This gonna blow your mind. This is totally gonna blow your mind, and I think swift action's gonna need to be taken. I mean, for real. All right, no joke. No joke. Anyway, let's get into it.
Oh, yeah, let's get into it. I like how that's Von Helton's catchphrase. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Yeah, I like it. Let me try. Let's get into it. You guys try it. Everyone watching, do it. Do it at home. Let's get into it. All right. Full screen. Yeah, drink that Dew. Motherfucker's always drinking Mountain Dew. Has no teeth in his head whatsoever.
All right, folks. As I stated, Drudge was the first to break this, but he didn't quite. He might have just simply been retweeting the Wall Street Journal's article here. I don't know, but I don't think Drudge really understood what was being said. All right, read it with me, class. The economy flashes signs that it's downhill from here.
Okay.
Well, now wait a minute. We're having record growth. Unemployment is at an all-time low. 200,000 jobs have been created. That's confirmed jobs, okay? That's not pie in the sky, flash in the pan, a lot of bullshit talk. Actual confirmed jobs that you can go and confirm for yourself that are real. Over 200,000, okay, that you can go and verify. Yep, that's a job that's been created. Okay, not fluff, not pie in the sky, like what we had from the previous administration. Real jobs. Okay, so.
Hey, Ben, how hard do you think Von Helton is under that table? What do you mean, under the table? None of these are good indicators of how average people are doing, Von Dick Tickler. Von Dick Tickler.
Now we see all this talk about, oh, it's the end. Everything's going to start tanking. All right. Well, I got a problem with that. And my problem with that
is Ben doing Razor Fist face. No, I'm, Razor Fist uses sunglasses. I'm Benvin Lefevre with an important video.
It's why. Why does it need to tank? Why does this need to be the apex? Why does America's sudden spurt of growth and the economy improving and jobs coming back to America, why does all that winning need to stop? It don't. It don't need to stop. So let me read for you down here. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to read it to you. It says... what if this was as good as it gets? The Commerce Department reported Friday that U.S. gross domestic product expanded at a 3.5 annual rate in the third quarter. Coming off a...
I'm Benvin Lefevre, not Bevin. Benvin Lefevre. Ben Van Lefevre.
4.2% growth rate in the second quarter. It marked one of the best 6-month stretches for the U.S. economy in the past decade.
111.
Decade. That's 10 years. That's before even Obama.
That's before even Obama.
However,
here it comes.
Here comes the bombshell.
Here comes the bombshell. However,
private analysts and the Federal Reserve, say a slowdown is looming.
What a honky. The end is looming, however. Von Helton.
Economists surveyed by the Wall Street Journal estimate that growth will slow to 2.5% by the first quarter of next year and 2.3% by third quarter of 2019. 2019. The Fed is expecting growth to slow.
No, I will not do a Halloween-themed version of my name. I got really high through my breathing tube. May I join you in the stream in 10 minutes? So I can be beautiful for everyone? Yeah. When the communist revolution nationalizes McDonald's, the McDMT will be on the menu. Awesome. All the more reason to support communism. Yay, communism. I'll change my name to Boo N. Get it? Boo, like a ghost, but it's my name, Boo N. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Fuck that. I hate that shit. Blah!
It's just shit. We can't vote for Trump this year. We got to vote for somebody else. And who did it? Oh, the Fed. Because the Fed's the only one that can make it do that. At this point. At this point, the Fed is the only one that can stop this steam.
Someone named The Hog asks me why I'm so sexy. Should I be flattered or should I be afraid? What the fuck?
Roll. They're the only ones. If the Fed chairman waddles his ass out on the stage and says, yeah, we're going to tank this shit. Listen. I believe that Trump and his people need to act on the Federal Reserve before the Federal Reserve acts on them. Preemptive strike, if you will. And I will remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that the Federal Reserve is an unconstitutional entity.
No, it's not.
It is not legit.
It's pretty legit to me. I don't think it's going away. I think it's there. It's there. It's a private bank, actually.
The Constitution of the United States says that Congress shall coin money interest-free. Is that what's going on? No. The Federal Reserve, which is a private bank owned by Rothschild, who isn't even a fucking American, I might add, is charging us 25% interest every time they print our money. That huge 27 trillion debt over our heads, or whatever it is, 90% of that is interest on the debt. Yeah, look it up. Don't take my word for it. Look it up. All right, so if we get rid of the Fed in total, make it go bye-bye, because it is, after all, an unconstitutional entity.
No, it's not. If it was, they'd be shutting it down. I've never heard anyone else make that argument, that it's unconstitutional. Maybe there are other people that say that, but they're crazy, like Von Helton.
So if we get rid of the Fed and the IRS, what will that do with that big, huge debt overhead? Oh, it goes poof.
What?
Literally overnight.
Oh, yeah. They could just get rid of it. They just refuse to. They refuse to make the debt go away.
Poof, gone. Well, Vaughn, what would we do? What would we do if we got rid of the Fed? Oh, well, let's see. Well, first of all debts would be annulled because we would be on the old money standard, and any debts incurred on the old money standard would be forfeit at that point. What does that mean for you and me? What that means for you and me is we'd be debt-free.
What?
For the first time in a long time.
You're crazy. Yeah, all the debt, poof, poof. Just get rid of the Federal Reserve and the IRS. No one owes anything.
Be debt free. What does that mean in the long run? Well, what that means in the long run is that if we got rid of the Fed, we could establish our dollar back onto silver certificates again, or perhaps even a gold standard, whatever works for them. and actually have money that's backed by real tangible items again, you know, precious stones, gold, silver, whatever. Doesn't matter. As long as the money is legit money.
But I mean, like, the value of those things is determined by, I mean, the value of gold goes up and down. It's tangible, but it's only worth what, you know, what we decide it's worth. The demand to buy it and how much of it there is to buy. The gold standard. There are ships with sunken in the south, like in the southern part of the Pacific Ocean, because they were trying to run gold from California, and they had to go all the way under South America and come back up because it was before they had the Panama Canal. And they're trying to get it to the East Coast, and there's like shipwrecks full of gold. I watched some documentary about it. It was so crazy to think about how much gold was sunk.
Because, see, the money we got right now isn't even real money. They call it fiat currency. Why? Why do they call it that? Because it's not backed by anything. It's fake money. It's literally monopoly money. And, in fact, the Fed made a big joke out of it. Let me see if I can find that right quick. The Fed made a big joke out of it. Let me pull this back up here. Whoops, too big. There we go. The Fed made a joke out of it, and actually painted our money in monopoly money colors.
What?
So I'm gonna.
I mean, like, that, right? I mean, I've been to other countries, and their money is way different, like different colors, and it almost looks like monopoly money to me. Our money's still mostly green colored.
Yeah.
Von Helton is literally an idiot. I agree.
All right. Let's see here. Okay.
Canada's money is plastic. Canada's money is like plastic. It's so weird. It's waterproof. Like, if you got American money wet, it would get all weird and soggy, and you'd have to, like, dry it out, and it would be all weird.
Let me pull this image up here. Bear with me, folks. Live TV and all that shit, right? There we go. Check it out, man.
Yeah,
check this shit out.
Every time I go somewhere, I save a little bit of the money. Like, I have some Swiss money. Swiss money is so cool looking. Swiss francs.
Expand it here if it'll let me. Grabbing them little circles is hard sometimes. All right, look at it. Look at this shit, man. Check that shit out. Now, if you're not insulted by that,
why would I be insulted by that? I literally don't give a shit whatsoever. Like, even if this is true, if this is true and that's why they did it, I'm like, oh, cool, whatever. It's real money. I wonder why they still keep the one with the old format. When I was younger, all of the money looked like the $1 bill. The, you know, all the president. Well, they're not all presidents. But all of the people on the money were in the same format as the $1 bill. They were in that little border.
you're not breathing, okay? If you're not insulted by that, you're not breathing. The Federal Reserve literally painted our money in the monopoly money color. For real. Literally. They literally painted our money in monopoly money color.
I don't care. I'm like, I don't care. One cool thing about euros and pounds is that they change size. According to their value. Like 100 euros is way bigger than a 5 euro. And they get bigger as they go up.
What an insult.
It's not
Folks,
an insult.
if that doesn't insult you, I don't know what will.
What? Why would it insult me? Even assuming that this is true, because sure, it could just be a coincidence, but if they were like, oh, let's make it the colors of Monopoly money, fine, okay, cool. I don't care.
That should insult every American.
Why?
Listening to the sound of my voice.
No.
Every American listening to the sound of my voice should be offended by that, man.
Isn't Monopoly American? I mean, maybe it's not. Greetings, Umbrella Corp Security. This is your friend forever, Benvin LaFavor, with an important video.
Because that's not cool. That's sick. That's sick and twisted. How many of you knew that? How many of you knew that? Did you notice that?
No, I never noticed it, but if it, like, even if it was intentional, I don't care.
Yeah, isn't that sick and twisted? All right, that's an insult to you, okay? But it's kind of accurate in a way because the money isn't real. It's not backed by anything. They can literally set the value at any time. How do they set the value, Vaughn? They set the value by either flooding the market with...
I tried to get the rose filter, and I couldn't find one fast enough.
Money, or pulling the money back. And that is totally at the behest of the Fed, by the way. Did you know, folks, that the President of the United States cannot go and visit the Fed? Did you know that the Secretary of the Army cannot go and visit the Fed? Did you know that the Chief of Police of Washington, D.C. cannot go and visit the Fed? No one is allowed in the Fed building. Why? Why is that? What's going on in there? Why isn't media? Media is not...
Oh, Dan, Von Helton's figured it out. Monopoly is in charge of the U.S. Illuminati. Confirmed! It's true.
Allowed in the Fed. Now, I'm sure somebody's gonna try and say that that's all changed. Well, I am...
Yes, I am being Benvin LaFavor for Halloween.
I haven't heard anything if it has. Ain't nobody allowed in the Fed building. Why? Why? Why is that? Why is nobody allowed in there? What exactly is going on in the Fed that no one, not even the President of the United States, is allowed inside? That's something else that I think Trump should look into. But now, you know, you read it, same as I did. Let me get back to it here. Read it again. If I can get a hold of that little circle thing. There we go. There we go. Let's see here. Put it down here. Yeah, U.S. economy flashes signs that it's downhill from here. Why? Why? The only one that could do that is the Fed, folks. If the Fed chairman walked out tomorrow, said we're going to tank the economy, you're going to tank the economy. It's just, you know, that's how much power the Fed has. All right. And let me read this paragraph again. However, private analysts and the Federal Reserve say, the Federal Reserve says a slowdown is looming. Okay, well, how the fuck would they know? Has third quarter annual documents or whatever, has the third quarter stuff been brought in yet? No. No, third quarter ain't been brought in yet. So how the fuck is the Federal Reserve going to know that a slowdown is looming? How could they know? They can't.
Am I a pretty little girl? I don't know. Your name is Jason Rashbrook, so I would guess you're not a girl. But who knows? Maybe you are, and that's just your name. Maybe your parents gave you a boy's name, and you are a pretty little girl. Who knows? Unless they're the ones orchestrating it. That's the only way they could know, folks. That's the only way they could know. The only way that they can know that a slowdown was coming is if they orchestrate it. They are going to tank the economy and blame it on Trump. And you heard it here first, wow,
folks. You heard it here first. They're going to tank the economy, blame it on Trump, and Trump will lose in 2020. At least they think he will. I don't believe he will, but they think he will.
Gendered name? Okay, whatever.
Do this dirty, underhanded shit to try to keep President Trump from getting reelected in 2020. So I'm asking for the Trump administration to look into this matter immediately.
Trump, yeah, he call Trump directly. I know you got his direct phone number. You probably got his old cell phone that they said Russia's spying on. Call him up.
And to see what can be done about a preemptive strike against the Federal Reserve before they do a preemptive strike against him. And like I said, the article says 2019. You don't do.
They're turning the friggin' economy gay. They're turning the economy gay.
A financial plan for half a third of a year? Half of a year? No. No. Financial plans are at least 2, 3, 4 years out. They're not done in just a few months. So what's this about? It's about tanking the economy before 2020 gets here and we vote Trump back in. That's what this said. Now, Drudge did not.
Listening to crazy people makes you start to feel crazy. Yes. Yeah, that's why, like, in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, by the end of the movie, he's totally fucking crazy because he's been living in the nut house the whole time with all these other wackos. You know, because he goes to the insane the mental institution to avoid going to jail. Why are you calling my job? I'm ready for you, Uncle Ben. All right, let's see what goes on here. Hello?
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 Whoa!
Where's Dusty's flying right now? What the fuck is going on? This is not good. I don't like where this is going. Oh God.
Isn't Dusty a beautiful bird?
Yeah. Dusty is a beautiful bird.
Look at him.
Yeah, he's wondering what the fuck is going on.
There he is in all of his beauty.
He's better than Von Helton. We could just put him over Von Helton. Like that.
Go for it.
There we go.
Not say this, okay? I think this even got past Drudge. I don't think Drudge caught this. I caught it because I look for what they're really saying between the lines, you know. I'm looking at what they're really saying.
Between the lines.
Third quarter innings ain't been in yet. They haven't been in yet. There's no way that the Federal Reserve could know that the economy is going to tank.
The third quarter innings? Innings? What, like innings? Like we're playing baseball?
Unless they're orchestrating it. Period. Period. It's the only way.
I like to imagine that it's the bird saying this shit.
Hey. So I'm calling for President Trump to do a preemptive strike on them before they do a preemptive strike on him.
Yeah, that's great.
Who's with me? Who's with me? But yeah, this is ridiculous, man. This ain't right. There's no way this fucking shit's right. See, look down here. The White House projection of sustained 3% growth. All right. So the White House is saying, "No, man, we got sustained growth. We got sustained growth right on into the next quarter at least." The White House themselves is saying that we got sustained growth. Okay, so what's going on? Federal Reserve's going to tank the economy. Plain and simple. It hinges on business investment boom. It looked like that was happening early in the year. Business investment grew at 11.5% rate the first quarter, with gains across many categories, including machines, intellectual property, and big structures. But that has faded since, registering just 0.8% growth in the third quarter. That includes a drop in investment in structures such as oil and gas rigs, which has been a big driver of growth. That's a worry, particularly after businesses got a nice big check from Uncle Sam, said Beth Anambovino, an economist at S&P Global Ratings.
Oh my God. Would I have Vaughn on the show? I don't know. I heard he wants $2,000, so probably not.
I think Dusty has more teeth than Von Helton.
Yeah. Well, he has a beak. Von Helton definitely doesn't have a beak.
All right. For the White House forecast to play out, business investment would have to rebound. A lower corporate tax rate down to 21% from 35% might help, but uncertainty about U.S. trade disputes with China and others might be making business executives wary about proceeding aggressively with new projects. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. Now look at this very next paragraph. The economy is still strong, other than some of this noise introduced by the trade tariffs and whatnot, said Douglas Wagner, chief executive of freight broker Echo Global Logistics, Inc. During the earnings call Wednesday, we don't really have a read whether this is just a temporary glitch or a start of a trend. Okay, so even they don't.
I like it. I like it. Oh no! Aww. Why'd the camera run into Dusty? That was terrible.
Isn't Dusty a beautiful bird?
Yeah.
I don't know that the economy is going to tank. They're not claiming the economy is going to tank. So who's doing this? Scroll back up the page. Scroll back up the page. Let me read it again. Private analysts and the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve says a slowdown is looming. Okay, so it's the Federal Reserve that is saying this shit.
Oh shit, Billy Rubin. He's mad. He said you abused the bird.
This bird is happy. He actually came from a very highly abused home, and he was bald in several spots from him plucking out the feathers. And since I adopted him, he's grown those feathers back. He's a lot happier. I mean, he's the bird from Drunken Peasants. He's like your unofficial pet.
Yeah, I like the bird. I like Dusty the cockatiel. What happened to his, like, the thing on top of his head?
Oh, the crest?
Yeah.
Why? What's wrong with it?
I don't know. It looks, I don't know. It looks like it's split. Isn't it usually like one thing?
Well, one of his little feathers on top of his head's a little bit bent, but
yeah. I was like, oh shit. He needs to be groomed. Let's groom this bird. Oh shit.
Dusty agrees with you.
Yeah. Dusty needs a day at the spa.
I still get shit from people about farting on your show.
Oh man. Well, you know, shit happens. People fart. Most people don't announce that they're going to fart.
At least I warned you guys. I was like, hey, hold on.
It's better to warn people when they're actually there, because otherwise I might not have noticed. Who knows?
I had family members watching that.
What the fuck?
Isn't Dusty a beautiful fucking bird?
Yes.
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 No.
I changed my mind. No. Oh, here's another Von Helton video. Watching full screen. Full screen. Full screen. Let's get into it.
Alrighty, folks. It's me again. I am currently under the weather, thanks to Winter Storm Benji and Winter Storm. Oh shit! I forgot the name of the one that come after Benji. Anyway, because of those two winter storms, I am now sick as a dog with the flu or strep throat or whatever the hell is going around. I don't have any idea. I'm going to be pumping myself full of NyQuil. You can bet on that.
Pumping yourself full.
Anyway, the reason I am here is because it seems like the gods have intervened and have punished BENPAI, and so BENPAI is no more. Do not mess with mine anointed. You know, I keep telling people.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh shit!
Von Helton scared my bird, man.
Poor Dusty.
I'm the teacher's pet of the gods. Nobody wants to believe me. And BENPAI decided to ban me instead of banning the internet terrorists. And surprise, surprise, Sergeant Carter, BENPAI is no more. They are closing shop. They said it's right on their website, closing down. So the gods have intervened on my behalf yet again. But so YouTube is losing advertisers like a sieve. BENPAI is going down the toilet. So it is now more important than ever for you to give me your financial support so that I can keep putting out relevant content.
Relevant content. Relevant content. Relevant content. Yeah, that's right. Relevant content. Please find a way to get Magog and Von Helton on the show. That it would be amazing. It would. That would be weird. And now we're over 100. We're 12% towards the next goal. That's pretty amazing. It's day 1. G-Man prayer versus pagan magic.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah.
Why does Pimp Monk think that I'm weird?
Oh, I have no idea. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, every time I make a donation on tap, he's like, I don't like that bird, but that dude's weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yes, he is.
I mean, I don't think there's anything weird about, you know, a guy spending thousands of dollars to have his bird on a podcast.
Yeah, I don't think that's weird at all. I definitely would not say that that fits in the category of something that's weird.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. yeah, I'd like to see G-Man versus Von Helton. Vorn Helton.
I like that bird, but the dude's weird.
Yeah, I like the bird. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll be doing a stream with Pimp Monk at like around 6:30 Pacific time. I actually think I'm gonna end this stream, and I'll see everyone later. So goodbye, Dusty. You're a beautiful bird. Goodbye, everyone else.
Wait, Ben.
Yes.
Before you end the stream, let me just say, if you're ever feeling sad, you should start feeling glad, because Dusty the Cockatiel loves you all very much.
Thank you, Dusty. Good night, everybody.